Hi, this is Cecilia from Tarot by Cecilia, and this is your weekly tarot guidance for the week of September 21st through September 27th, 2015. And I have to tell you, it feels so much better getting to this week. Oh, just success, actual success. And what I'm seeing here, I usually talk about numbers, but I see sixes everywhere. Okay, absolutely everywhere. So, what's it been? Has it been 6 months? Right? Because it seems like the last 6 months since the last set of eclipses. Okay, let's talk about it that way. Because they were in that last degree of Pisces, and they were huge, major endings. But they've been playing out for the past 6 months. So here we are, all right? Actual success. And moving on to smoother waters. Moving away from troubled times and depression. For so many of you, this is such a good thing. Is it an instant fix? No, absolutely not. But is there a reason to celebrate and feel like you can get together and have something positive to say with your friends again? Yes, I do believe so. Because one by one, all of the stressful things that have been, tearing your life apart, you can now start to remove them. It's kind of like the universe just sort of plopped on your doorstep that little something that you needed so badly. And it's time. Just be ready to move forward, to move on, and leave all that crap in the past. Because really, for so many, it has been absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense. At one time, the things that you're leaving behind, they represented a beautiful part of your life. It could be a job, a career, a business, a marriage, so many things. But it's done, it's over, and you really are feeling so much better this week. Part of it is because Saturn has left Scorpio and will not be back for 29 years. Hallelujah. 29 years from now, I don't know where I'll be, but I know there's no way to be prepared. It really was truly that bad for so many. Absolutely so many. So you see, once you leave all that behind, you're looking for which path you want to take. Amazing. The world is full of opportunities, and they're going to begin to present themselves. You need to know that. Doors will open, and you will give birth to new ideas. And the thing that I keep reminding everyone is that all those months that you struggled with what the universe wanted you to let go of, you had this notion that life had to be a certain way. And now you're realizing that it does not. Okay? There is so much more for you to have by letting go. So there will be clarity coming. And, it's just a big mental release, really, honestly. And putting the past into perspective. Absolute perspective, where you could reminisce about the good parts and tell the stories later on down the line. When I used to do this, and when the family had that, and all that type of thing, it'll have its time and place. But right now, the path and trying to figure out which way to go forward, what is holding you up? Mercury retrograde. Yes, Mercury is retrograde. So, what to do about it? Move a little slower. Have patience. And also, I need to remind you, coming up, I said this was through the 27th. On the 27th, there is a major lunation coming. There is a full lunar eclipse in Aries. So the way I like to think about it is endings. Drastic endings. Aries is at the beginning, right? So obviously beginnings. I'm talking about both here already. So that's what's coming. But one of the things you need to remember around eclipse time is that it's a wise idea not to run your mouth, okay? bite your tongue. Unless it's absolutely necessary to say something, if you're planning on still being in someone's life, don't open your mouth, okay? You will get more flies with honey than with vinegar. So many of you have heard me say this before. But remember this, it's very, very important with this eclipse because these will be permanent endings. If you open your mouth at the wrong time to the wrong person, you will be kicking yourself in the butt for doing it. However, the ability to perhaps know and use that sort of intuition will be to your benefit, okay? Because once all this is playing out, you have major wishes coming true this month, all right? And I'm not saying the wish that you thought you were going to have. This is what we need to be really, really clear about. Some of you are holding out for that absolute miracle of all miracles, that what you wanted so long ago was still going to be, and it isn't, all right? But the wish is something far better that you need, that will really help you out in your life. And it brings fulfillment in some aspect that you really need it. Keep that in mind. Now, a lot of you are looking for love. And, with love, it's all about choices too. Have you learned your lessons? Do you know now what you need and what you don't need? Okay? You can't take a relationship that doesn't work, where you're not compatible, and make it into one where you are compatible and it does work. Keep that in mind. If you can accept someone unconditionally and not want to change them, you may have a good relationship. But if you find yourself always winding up with the same result, it's because you keep making the same choices. So choices at this time are very, very important. I also see more stability. And now that there is this success that comes with this week, for many of you, that stability needs to be in the financial sector. And how will you go about building a more secure foundation for yourself? Okay? It is definitely time to think about you. And, I see so much good here that no matter what's going on, I have to remind you, remain positive every day. That is so hard. Absolutely so hard sometimes. I know it just as well as the rest of you do. Now, throughout all of this, your beliefs have been tested. My goodness, they have been tested, because having the faith to get this far was just not this easy. It truly was not. But you have a little gift coming, along with that wish this week. There is something coming your way. It's almost as though you can stand still and the universe will give it to you. I'm not telling you to stop moving. I'm just saying that, when the timing is right, you will get a little something extra to make you feel better this week. Good thing. Now, change. Change and wisdom. All right? You are going to be so much wiser than you ever were, because the things that have happened have given you a lot to think about. And I'm telling you, you will be working on your stability. You will be working on plans. Retrograde Scorpio is going to make it a little bit difficult. You still have a few more weeks. I'm going to say October the 12th is going to be good. All right, from that point. So just keep working on them. And, the things that were painful, just, keep pushing that aside. Push it aside, because you're almost ready to spring forward in a very good way. All right. A lot of you have cried out for help, and I'm always here, and you're always welcome to contact me. And so is my friend Holly Stokes. You all know that. Okay. If you ever need help with anything, you contact us, because we are willing to listen. But I'm here to tell you that your cries are not going unheard, and that the help you need arrives. All right? Sometimes it arrives at that last second when you truly need it, right before the end, and then all of a sudden it's the beginning, and all of a sudden you're back on top. Bizarre, isn't it? It's absolutely bizarre. But I just have to remind you of this. never, ever give up hope. Never. Because there's always tomorrow. And tomorrow holds the promise of a new day. You're going to be feeling so much better. Is it going to be perfect this week? No, absolutely not. There's still too much planetary stuff going on. But it's really trying to show you that if you hang in there and let your walls down also, okay? Don't block everybody out. There's so much happiness that wants to come in for you. And it will be time. Very, very soon. You have to know that. The week feels good all the way through. There's very little here to give you negative feeling. Just that leaving behind. Okay? Remember that. And the wisdom is truly important because you have to have learned from Saturn's lessons and all of the other lessons that have been brought to you so that you may move on and go forward. And indeed, very soon you will. You're almost at that new beginning. Right now you're at a turning point. Okay? So with that, I'm going to end. I want to say thank you for listening. I hope everyone has a wonderful week. And remember, if you have a bad day, stay positive. Be in touch. You know how to reach me. All right? Everyone take care. And come find me over on my Facebook page. You can reach me there. Thank you.